what is her genre? Is she hip hop? Is she R&B? Is she dance?
What convinced me one way
hmm
was
If I give you head, you'll never leave. Raw, stop sweating me. What version did you like better? The one with Ludacris or the one with Jay-Z?
when she spit in the guy's mouth. That was crazy.
Yeah, that was a little. Oh boy, yeah, that was. I gotta ask. Maybe you might know this. What were those like balls with like spiny thorns like behind her?
It was very cool, especially for 2001.
Yeah, talk about special effects done well in music videos. Even though it is a slow song on there, it somehow just got my attention. I'm like, okay, yeah.
A great album. It was like versatile, had originality, style, and it's like even a person like me with like left feet, you still want to dance to this.
Welcome to Listen in 3D. This is episode number 17. I'm your host, Justin, aka Too Tall for You Fool.
And I'm Netta, aka Wondrous Net.
And together we both make Team 3D, the host of Listen in 3D, where we discuss, dissect, and debate the music and the albums in the world of hip hop, and other genres. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for doing so. But if you would just be so kind, give this video a like if you like the content that we're doing. Be sure to comment, share it around with all your friends, and subscribe. There are a lot of music fans out there, a lot of hip hop fans out there. So please share it around so that, we are being discovered in not only your YouTube algorithm, but their YouTube algorithm. And speaking of YouTube algorithms, watch a video or two on the channel. So, that way, we are showing up in your algorithm. So we're not buried. The more channels that you're subscribed to, the more YouTube will bury you if, we're not watched that frequently. We do have a lot of shorts coming on the channel as we do already. So definitely watch those, some clips from some other episodes that you might be interested in. Got a lot of content on the channel so far. Got more coming. So with that being said, if you're listening to us on any listening platform that you choose to, thank you for doing so. And if you want to email the show, email us listenin3d@gmail.com or leave a comment. That simple. So with that being said, Netta, how you been? How you doing?
I'm good. It's a new year, 2024.
Yeah, it is a new year. Yeah, it's a new year. More episodes, more listening in 3D. Yeah. So I've been doing pretty well myself. Just taking a little time off work. So just getting a little R&R before I tackle the new year work wise and everything. So that should be cool. Anyway, we got a banger for you guys today. A really good album. I know Netta liked it, and I didn't even ask her about the album before we even got into it because I know this is probably right up her alley. If you want, Netta, let's get into what we're talking about today.
So today we're going to be talking about Missy Elliott's third album, Miss E, So Addictive. It was released May 15th, 2001, and it was certified platinum just a couple months later on July 18th, 2001. It has singles including Get Your Freak On, Lick Shots, 1 Minute Man, Take Away, and For My People. And it had music videos for Get Your Freak On, 1 Minute Man, Take Away, and For My People. There were guest appearances by a lot of people. Tweet,
a lot.
Method Man, Redman, Ludacris, Timbaland, Genuine, Eve, Busta Rhymes, Da Brat, Jade, Lil Mo, Jay-Z, Karen Clark, Sheard, Yolanda Adams, Kim Burrell, Dorinda Clark Cole, and Mary. That might be the longest guest appearance list I've read yet.
Yeah, that's a lot of guest appearances. So, I mean, one thing about with Missy Elliott, she definitely liked to go all out on her albums. This one especially, where I think I could be wrong, but I think of all the albums, this is the one where she had the most. So a little bit about Missy Elliott. I know she was a little active in the early '90s. Late '90s is when, or mid to late '90s. Super Duper Fly. That was her first album. That came out and then she had another one that came out shortly thereafter. So this was her third album in terms of discography, and she had another one after this one too. If I can pull up the name real quick, uh,
Under construction.
Under Construction. Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, with the single Work It. Definitely that's I think a lot of people like that album as well. I mean, definitely her first four albums were bangers: Super Duper Fly, The Real World, this one that we're talking about, Missy So Addictive, and Under Construction. So I mean, can't go wrong with Missy Elliott, and just for the most part, this album came out when I was in high school. I always Missy Elliott's always been creative. She's never been like my cup of tea. Like when it comes to be like, oh, I gotta get her album. I'll be honest with you, I don't think I've owned any of her albums, but definitely always entertaining, especially when I saw her like doing like live performances and even like her music videos. She goes all out too, which we'll be getting into in a minute. Um, any thoughts on Missy Elliott growing up, or any nostalgic memories of her?
Um, I, the only album I ever had of hers was the Under Construction album.
Okay.
I really like her. I find her always found her to be very unique, creative. I Prior to listening to this album, I had really only heard the singles
Mm.
off of here, but I expected her to be fun, futuristic, fashion forward. So that's what I expected on this album, and she didn't disappoint.
Yeah, yeah, hell no, she didn't. Yeah, she did very, very well on this album. So the artwork, I gotta ask, maybe you might know this. What were those like balls or like spiny thorns like behind her? I saw it in one of the music videos. I forget which one, but
Yeah, I saw that too. I looked it up because I was like, what are those things? It was like I think it was called a morning star. It was like a weapon that people like used to it was like metal, and people would like attach it to a thing. I think it was like a Victorian times thing, and just hit people with the thing. But they kind of look a little less like malevolent on this album cover. They look fun.
yeah, yeah. The first thing that was running through my mind, and yeah, it is going to be a video game reference. Like I don't know if you've been familiar with like Mario games, but like those like a ball that like spikes out at you, like kind of like something like that, like a
Oh,
weapon that like Bowser would kind of use or something like that. That's like the I'd have to like Google like an image of it or something, but
I can imagine, yeah.
yeah, that's like what the first thing kind of running through my mind. Like okay, but I mean, nonetheless, definitely, I thought it was a interesting album cover to say the least. So so let's get into beats. What was your favorite beat on this album? There were a lot of good ones too. So, well, Timbaland was behind the music, so you can't go wrong with anything produced by him.
Yeah, I thought all of the beats were pretty good too. My favorite one was 1 Minute Man. I liked how like she stays with the whole futuristic kind of
Hmm.
vibe, but it's also like soulful.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that one. Which one did you like?
Uh, 1 Minute Man. I gotta agree with you there. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it or anything. I think that was the best beat on entire album. And yeah, just I don't think I had any honorable mentions either when it came to that. I think 1 Minute Man was just like the
It
most.
took it.
Yeah, it took it. It just yeah, that beat kills it. Yeah, great beat.
Yeah.
Um, so anyway, let's get into the singles. Let's start with the one that didn't have a music video, which was Lick Shots. Thoughts on this song?
Um, I liked it. I thought it was funny when she just shouted, "I'm a crazy hoe."
Oh yeah.
Um, I think I still don't really know what lick shots mean. Does that mean drink shots? Like, what does that mean?
Uh, your question is as good as mine.
I also liked how she's kind of throughout the album, she kind of touts her originality, and on Lick Shot, she does it. She say originality is leery, my own
Mm,
style, and I ain't sharing.
yeah.
So I liked it. They kind of had a slight video at the end of Get Your Freak On
Yeah, it
for it.
yeah, it was a little bit, and yeah, we'll get into videos later. Yeah, that was one of the songs that it ventured into. I was surprised it didn't have a video of its own, but I mean, with all the videos, I mean, did it really need its own video? I guess you could. One of the lyrics I liked on this one, the second verse, where she says, if I give you head, you'll never leave. Raw, stop sweating me. Yeah, I thought that was kind of, yeah. Yeah, that's the kind of
She's
albums we're getting
definitely,
into. That's,
yeah, she's definitely kind of like a seductress on this album.
yeah. I mean, compared to
But
Under
yeah,
Construction, was she like this, or was it a little more
I
freaky on
think
this
she
one?
I think she was kind of freaky on that one too, because I'm remembering the part where the elephant noise goes, and she's referring to you
Oh,
know BBC. So,
ah,
but she's always she's harmonizing with it, so you can almost miss it. You're like, what, Missy? What did you say?
yeah, yeah, definitely. Look Shots was a good one. Now let's get into let's see. Let's do. Speaking of, it was at the end of Get Your Freak On. Let's do that video. Yeah, that video was a little, seductive and a little bit, creepy too. Get Your Freak On. I like I like how she had like dark themes in the video, and definitely the dancing, and there were a lot of cameos in this video too. I was gonna Google how many cameos. I know Ludacris, Nate Dogg. I think Eve was in the video. Just to name a few people. I can remember from the
Yeah,
top of my head. I always,
Trina.
yeah, Trina was there. Yeah,
Oh wait,
definitely.
I'm thinking Minute Man. I'm thinking Minute Man. Okay, I don't think Trina was in Get
Yeah,
Your Freak On, but yeah.
yeah, but there were a lot of. Well, she might have been. I can Google it real quick. See how many cameos were in. Yeah,
She
cameos
had she
and.
had a lot. I really enjoyed it. It was in these videos she was doing a lot of CGI stuff with her head. On this one, she had her neck extended like that
Oh
Elastigirl
yeah,
from
yeah. So,
Incredibles.
oh god.
But I looked it up, and okay, I'm like, when did Incredibles come out? That came out in '04. So I'm like, Missy
Mm.
did it first. She did the Elastigirl thing first, but I enjoyed it. She's swinging on the chandelier. When she spit in the guy's mouth, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was a little. Oh boy, yeah, that was. All right, yeah, I got the cameo list now. Ludacris, LL Cool J was in the video. Timbaland, of
Wow,
course. Ja Rule, I don't know if you saw him or not. Busta
I didn't
Rhymes,
catch it.
Spliff Star, Little Romeo, Eve, Nate. I remember seeing Nate Dogg, and then singer Nicole Ray. They made cameo appearances in this video. So yeah, I always like music videos where they have like a lot of cameos from people, whether it be celebrities or other artists. Uh,
I like it because it's like
mhm.
a lot of these people are like singers themselves, but they're not even singing in the vid. They're just there. Like, I just want
Yeah,
to be in the Missy video.
yeah, like Nate Dogg doesn't even sing on the album, but yeah, he was in the video. So I thought that was kind of,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. So definitely, and then Master P. I don't remember seeing Master P. I think I did see Romeo. I think he was
I
still a
did. I
teenager at
missed
the time.
Romeo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had to be very young.
Yeah, and then LL Cool J, I do remember seeing him. I remember seeing Ja Rule. I think it was when he had the braids and the bandana at the time. So yeah, so I mean, so yeah, I like the creepy feel. I like the fact that she had a lot of cameos in the video, and just goes in the lick shots. I mean, it's not a long song, but definitely the fact that she went in the lick shots. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next one, we'll talk about the 1 Minute Man and the single. I guess we can talk the remix too. What version did you like better, the one with Ludacris or the one with Jay Z?
Honestly, I preferred the Jay-Z one because Jay-Z was kind of,
Hmm.
I don't know, he was kind of going off of what she said, and he's like, "Hey, I got 60 minutes or 60 seconds of perfection for you. This is all I got for you." I liked how he just embraced the role that
Mm.
she had assigned to him. Ludacris was more like, "I'm getting you so wet, I'm doing this and I'm doing that. You're in a jacuzzi, and I have to, change you like an oil change,
Yeah, oh
But
yeah, that
I
was.
I think I like them both, but I thought I like Jay Z's version. Which one did you like?
I prefer the Ludacris one, probably because I've heard it more, But I believe both versions were on the radio at one point, so it's like you can barely tell the difference. I mean, it's the same beat and everything, but when you're doing a
Yeah.
remix of a song like that, I mean, it's only fair if you just go with a different rapper to do that.
I think it's hilarious that Jay Z had to be banging down Missy Elliott's door, like, "Hey, I want to get on here so I can talk about
um,
60 seconds of perfection. Like, I
uh,
want to get on this."
yeah, I'm sure it was a situation where he asked to be on it because I'm sure.
Such a big song,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because especially with Ludacris on the original version, it's yeah, a
Yeah.
good song. And the video was, a little more, like a hotel feel, kind of like the Temptations video, like with the Tupac that we talked about several episodes back. But I mean, I thought that was pretty cool. And then, just I think it was the one. Was that the video where she took her head off and just
Yep.
yeah, yeah. So it was that one. Yeah, yeah,
And at one point, she takes it off and just holds it and keeps
yeah.
on dancing. And another point, she lays down the head and goes somewhere else, and the body keeps dancing. I'm
Yeah,
like, what does she be thinking? But it was very cool, especially for 2001.
yeah. Talk about special effects done well in music video. Yeah, that was I think really good. So I mean, yeah, that definitely it was one of my favorite music videos. But if I'm going between the two, I'm definitely giving it to Get Your Freak On. I think that was just a lot better. But I mean, not
Yeah,
taking anything away from the 1 Minute Man video as well. Then that was pretty cool. Um,
yeah.
let's get
That one had a lot of people in it too. Genuine.
yeah, Genuine
At the
was in it. Yeah.
at the beginning they got the I forget what her name is, but she's like the sister on Friday. She's just like the hotel clerk.
Oh
You had
yeah.
Timbaland. Trina has a verse.
Mm.
It's yeah, I really liked it.
I could do cameos in a 1 Minute Man video. Let's see what we get. Let's see. There wasn't a whole lot of people in there, but let's see. If we go there, music video. Yeah, not a whole lot of cameos. Just Ludacris, Timbaland, I know was in there, and yeah, like you said, I forget her name at the moment, but yeah, the lady from Friday, the sister, yeah. So, but yeah, more cameos in the other one. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then
Yeah.
next single we have is Takeaway. Oh, this was a really good song. I like this song a lot. This was a really cool song. I think she and Genuine do a very good job. I like how she dedicated it to Aaliyah at the beginning. I think it was around the time that she had passed away in that horrific plane crash. May her rest in peace. But I thought, very well done song. I thought that video was done pretty good. Also, wasn't one of my favorite videos, but definitely like how they they take turns. A few goes and then Genuine goes. Do you have any thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It was kind of a nice little departure because the rest of the album is very like upbeat
Mm,
dance.
yeah,
And it was kind of a little departure, a slow song
yeah.
departure. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was good, and then I do like the chorus, take away your gold and platinum chain. Yeah, so I thought they
Yeah.
did a good job with the chorus. It was a nice duet, with her and Genuine, and it kind of songs like that kind of gets me to like what is her genre? Is she hip hop? Is she R&B? Is she dance? Is what is her
You
genre?
You know what? I was thinking the exact same thing the whole time, and what convinced me one way
Hmm.
was when I saw at the end she has those gospel songs. I'm like, okay, this is mostly R&B
Yeah.
because it's like you got an obligatory gospel song at the end of all of those R&B albums from that early 2000s period. I know for sure. I don't know what they was doing before that, but I
Yeah.
remember like all the albums like we have to do our God song at the end.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah. I know
this
the
is
feeling.
R&B.
So yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was definitely R&B, and like I've said before, other genres. So we were, doing another genre, even
Yeah,
if it was inverted. But we will be doing other genres besides, R&B as well. Definitely some new metal rock, some pop here or there. But uh, and then the final single. Well, I don't know if it was the final single, but the last single we're going to talk about is "For My People." I think of all the songs, of all the singles, I think even though One Minute Man was the best beat, it was, I think, like the most upbeat song. Definitely a
yeah,
song that I can definitely see be playing in the club today. Definitely. This is for my people, my party people, and at the end of the takeaway video, it goes into this song, and then they did like a video just of this song. It seems like the video was just looped, so I'm not even sure if it was official, but
yeah.
I thought it was pretty
Um,
cool.
Yeah, I really I enjoyed it too. I noticed like almost all of her songs she's mentioning like get up, I want you to dance, something you could dance to.
Yeah,
Even Timberland mentions in one of the songs, me and Missy making y'all move your feet. So this was one of those. In the video, she's got like a whole bunch of Americans of all stripes dancing hard as hell behind her while
yeah.
she's in like an American flag suit.
Yeah,
I was
well, I
like,
mean,
okay,
I get where that's coming from. It was, 9/11, so
nine
however,
11.
so
Yeah,
definitely a lot of people were wearing like, represent your country, represent the country, so that
yeah,
after seeing like the date, all right, that's no surprise to me. So, so I
yeah,
see where that was coming from. I thought,
yeah.
but it just seemed like it was loop, but definitely good dancing and good entertaining throughout all the music videos. I would have to say of all the albums we've done so far, she's had I guess the best music videos, if that makes sense. None of them were in black and white. None of them were. All of them were easy to look at. Done in great quality. So.
Yeah, I would agree with you there.
So, all right. So, any other thoughts on that song or any of the other singles?
um, no, that's about it. It was some pretty solid singles in it.
Yeah,
It's you can tell by the way it went platinum like 2 months after.
yeah, yeah. She's definitely yeah. This was definitely a good one. So let's see. So, what are your top three songs off this album?
So I liked. It's funny that you asked me that question. Which version did I like? Because I put down here specifically that I like the One Minute Man remix featuring Jay Z
Hmm.
as one of my favorites. Then Get Your Freak On, and then the song Step Off. Which ones did you like?
Okay. So I guess our lists were kind of close. Well, not maybe not that close. My favorite song that wasn't a single was "What You Gonna Do,"
Oh,
and
okay.
yeah, that was the song at the end of the One Minute Man song uh, where she goes and then Timbaland starts on like, "What you gonna do?" So
Yeah.
and then yeah, what you gonna no, I got that confused. Takeaway. That was a song.
Oh, okay.
Takeaway, yeah,
That.
takeaway. But I also did like what you gonna do, and then now that was a pretty good song as well with her and Timbaland, and then yeah. I'm getting it mixed up. What you gonna do? Yeah, that was a song. Yeah, 1 Minute Man, and then Takeaway, and then the song 1 Minute Man itself. So yeah, what you gonna do? 1 Minute Man, Takeaway. Those were my three, and then honorable mentions. I did like Step Off. It came very close, and then For My People were honorable mentions. Yeah, I got a little confused
Oh,
there. My
okay.
bad.
Well, yeah, the ours are pretty close, especially
Yeah,
considering your honorable mentions.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So I guess we could start with what you're gonna do, and then I really like this song. I think she and Timbaland, I think, really just kill it in this song. Let me pull up some of the lyrics here, but yeah, it was weird because like the interlude before, which I think probably would have been the second best beat if they had actually made it a song, and it featured Busta Rhymes for some apparent reason, but he doesn't sing on there. But definitely, Timbaland starting off the song, dun 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 dun. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Just and then just I thought it was just a real good song. And then I like where Timbaland goes. I be getting in girls' clothes, making them buy me a whole wardrobe. So I thought it was a pretty good song. I was a little surprised too that this song showed up at the end of the video. I'm like, dang. So yeah, it was pretty good song. Did you have any thoughts on what you're gonna do?
um, yeah. The only thing I wrote is when Timberland is just saying me and Missy making y'all move y'all feet, but I enjoyed it too. It was a very catchy chorus.
And then since the other two songs I liked were singles, I'll let you. What'd you like about Step Off?
I like the audacity of the situation. Like she's like a woman who's, I guess a guy has broken up with her, and she's just like, you know what? I'm still in love with you. I'm obsessed with you, and she's trying to tell him all these things that she's going to do. She's like, do she cook? Do she clean? Do she sew? Do she steam? Like she named every domestic duty known to man,
Yeah.
and then she's like, I'm gonna do all of that for you. She's like a persuasive essay to get back her ex, and I really the singing on it was just very good too. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a pretty interesting song. Definitely, I like the uh yeah, she just goes right into it. Definitely that's that second verse. Do she cook? Do she clean? Do she sew? Do she sting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah, it came like I said, it came very close, but I mean, I couldn't. One Minute Man is just such an incredible song, and just take away.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I'm not. I'm definitely even though it is a slow song on there, it somehow just got my attention. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can vibe out to this.
Yeah,
But
and it got a lot of sentimental value as well.
and then what was your other one? Did you had one more that wasn't a single, or oh no, both of them were singles.
Yeah.
All right, so so we did pretty, so yeah, our lists were kind of similar. I'm not gonna, I can't be mad at that. I'm sure one of these days it'll be pretty similar where our lists are like totally identical. All right, so any song you didn't like too much on here, or that you could do without, or that was just an automatic skip for you?
The one where like it's like a voice that like keeps on screaming. I think it's called Scream or something. Oh,
Uh,
Scream, aka itching when like
oh
on the chorus they're
yeah,
just like I'm like, oh my god,
I
I don't
think
like
she
that.
was nominated for a Grammy for that song, even though it wasn't a single. But when I listened to it, it's
Really?
yeah, I didn't think it was that great of a song personally. I mean, I can I could do without that. I'm sure people do like it, but I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that one, yeah, and then yeah, it was okay, not the greatest, but for the most part, I mean, every song on here was pretty solid. Like Dog and Heat with the Redman and Method Man, I thought the intro was pretty good.
Yeah, I
Uh,
really liked the intro.
yeah, intro was good. Even like the last song, like Higher Ground, the interlude, and the the like the church song or whatever you want to call it going into that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. She had like a whole bunch of heavy hitters, Yolanda
Yeah,
Adams
we got
came
Lana
around,
Adams.
Dorinda Clark, like she had Mary in 2001. They were like
Yeah,
huge, like, and she put them all on one song, like fighting for the, the stage. But I was like, wow, this
yeah.
is incredible.
They
And
probably all
she
try
had
to
another song
outdo.
with Lil Mo.
Yeah, a little Mo. I've changed. I think that was
Yeah,
the inter.
they were trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I've changed. Yeah, that was another interlude. So, and then she also had the Brat on here, Slap, and yeah, the Brat and Jade. That song was all right. It wasn't a great song in my opinion, but it was pretty good.
Yeah,
Wasn't the
look, Brad,
best.
the Brad was rapping so fast I could barely understand what the heck she was saying, but
Yeah,
it
she was
was
going
a.
pretty quick. She was going.
I
Yeah,
think on the part, Missy says, "Turn your man into an ass licker." I thought that was too funny.
I think. In your opinion, since we have a little bit of time left, who do you think was the best feature appearance on this album? Since it just had so many features, like who would you give it to?
Hmm. I think I like Tweet on the very first song, "So Addictive."
Okay,
Uh, I really enjoyed that. It was like some really good singing and harmonizing, and it was kind of funny. Which one did you like?
it's a toss up for me between Ludacris and Genuine. Yeah, that's a toss up. Timbaland probably did the second best after made the third best after the two way tie. But I mean, I think all the features he had killed it. You know, just very they did very well,
Yeah,
and yeah,
I
no
think
one went
her
wasted.
and Ludacris her and Ludacris went very well together because they're both like bombastic and
Yeah.
fun and creative. So I think they're a great team.
All right. So there were a couple of expansions for this album. There were Japanese bonus tracks, and then they had some reissues as well. I'm not sure if you're aware, but what is it? In when the original album came out, the last two songs, "Higher Ground," they were two like hidden tracks, like on the CD. So I guess back then they had the technology um, to what did they do? I guess they could put like hidden tracks on like a certain CD. So like after the remix, you go 17 through 28 were blank. So the prelude, the higher ground was track 29, and then 30 was the higher ground song. But obviously in the
Wow, that's interesting.
yeah,
I never knew that.
but in today and age, but today, if you know, with streaming, obviously it's just gonna go in numerical order, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to tell. But Japanese bonus tracks include "Get Your Freak On," the club remix, the higher ground prelude, and the other higher ground, the song higher ground, and then the reissue included "For My People," which was another remix, and then the higher ground prelude and the other higher ground, you know, the actual song, which they didn't do the 17 through 28, you know, tracks being blank. So I think another artist that did that kind of similar that I can think of at the top of my head was the rock band System of a Down. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them or not, but I think they did that on one of their albums. I'd have to find out which one it was.
Hmm. That's cool. So you would really only know it if you like just keep on clicking through, not hearing anything.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're the only band who I can think of who had hidden tracks on one of their albums. Probably should do them one of these days if we want to do something out of genre. I think they'd be pretty cool. Um,
That would be cool.
all right. So with that being said, let's get into some recommendations. Recommendations goes as follows. Well, you know, there's a lot of features were on here, and if I went through every recommendation of an artist who came out during that year, we'd be here for like a good 10 minutes. So I'll just keep it short to to performances that I thought were the greatest. Ludacris, he had an album in 2001 called Word of Mouth. I actually had this CD. This was actually a really good one, by the way. We'll probably do this one, you know, sooner rather than later. We'll see. Timbaland and Magoo had a album, Indecent Proposal, and you know, Timbaland was behind the production for this album, along with a lot of other Missy Elliott projects. So, if you like Timbaland's beats, definitely check him out. And Magoo, Indecent Proposal, and then Genuine, The Life, that also came out in 2001. Genuine, you know, they killed it together. So that definitely check him out as well. All right. Got any closing thoughts on this? Any tracks you're taking back to your playlist for this one?
I'm taking Step Off back. That was one I had never heard, but I really enjoyed.
Mm.
Uh, only thing I would say is like it was a great album. It was like versatile, had originality, style, and it's like even a person like me with like left feet, you
Mm.
still want to dance to this.
I've heard 1 Minute Man and Get Your Freak On way too much, so I probably won't be taking those back. I'll probably take back Takeaway, maybe Step Off as well. Step Off, I think, even though it wasn't one of my favorites, I thought it was a really good song. So, probably take
Yeah.
those two back. All right. So, anyway, did we get it right, people? What songs were your favorites off this one? Let us know in the comments below. Anything we missed, let us know in the comments below. Once again, thank you for watching or listening to episode number 17 of Listen in 3D. For Netta, I'm Justin saying so long, and we'll see you on the next one. Later.